Hey all, Eskie here, bringing another Marvel Rivals replay review. So in this replay review, we're taking a look at Frenchcore, top 50 player right now, plays a lot of Namor. I think Namor is very underrated right now. Very, very good hero. So if you guys are interested in Namor, finding out how to play him, let's go check out this replay. So let's start looking at bans real quick here. So we have a Hulk ban, a Moon Knight ban, Hela, and Doctor Strange. Actually very interested to not see Hawkeye banned here, and I think the Moon Knight ban is also very interesting. I think generally speaking, when you don't see like a Hela, Hawkeye, those type of bans, you usually see people targeting one trick. So maybe that Moon Knight ban was a targeted one trick ban. I think that's my only theory. If you guys have a different theory or you know something, let me know down in the comments. So taking the high ground here, I really like this high ground as a range DPS. I think this tends to be one of the more strong positions to be in on this map, on this first point. You have this great angle, and then you have the angle on the main hallway. So he did already throw down his turret there on the low ground there. And Namor is going to be really great against dive heroes like this Iron Fist. Although he does get picked there, so that's unfortunate. I think falling down there into a place where his healers couldn't get to him, pretty much what caused his death there. When you're playing range DPS, one of the things you always have to keep in mind is, where are my healers? Am I line of sighting them? Am I not line of sighting them? So he immediately throws out all of his turrets here. I think that's a big part of Namor's DPS. And especially the team up here, I think Namor tends to be not as good, still good, but not great without the Luna Snow team up to get that third ice turret. And that third ice turret's especially good against dive, like the Psylocke, like the Iron Fist. So that was really, really good use of his shift there. Oh man, those are some W heals right there. He's taking a lot of damage. Really good use of his shift, placing all of his turrets down when he's getting dove, doing as much damage as he can, and then shifting for that invulnerability so that his turrets continue to deal damage while he's invulnerable on the dive character that's on top of him. So he does just throw these turrets off of cooldown, which is very interesting to me. So that's a Psylocke ult, and that's so many ults. So he shifts the Psylocke ult. I think that was really, really good use of shift there. There's some great ultimates you can dodge with Namor's shift. His bubble. He actually ults on top of himself to try to get the Iron Fist there. Very interesting. There, Luna Snow has ulted as well. So there's been a lot of ults used right now. Probably not a lot left. That's always something good to keep track of. And there's the magic ults as well. Their team is very dive heavy. Prematurely ends his shift there. Throws his turrets down. Gets the big kill on the magic there. They should be able to contest this now. Ooh, is that a sedate? Someone stunned that Iron Fist. That was a really big stun on the Iron Fist there. So now they can definitely push this fight, try to clean it up. And one of the big things in hero shooters, right, is you want to try to stagger as much as possible. And what I mean by stagger is, once you get that first 1 or 2 kills in a team fight, you usually want to push that team fight to try to get more. And that way they're going to be on separate death timers, right? The first 2 people that died will have most likely respawn soon. And then you will have also killed the others, so they'll be on a longer respawn. And that's going to delay their push even more. I really like the positioning of his turrets there. If you saw, he put them up on the wall there, really out of position, but still giving them a good angle. Ooh, big kill on the Psylocke there. This is going to be a big ult. Maybe I jinxed it. It was not a big ult. It looked like it could have been a big ult. Just throwing his turrets out on cooldown, basically. Turrets are just such a big part of his DPS. I think the one thing that you can always be careful about, though, is the positioning of the turrets. If you throw it right in front of people's faces, they're very low health, so they're going to get killed very easily. Throwing his turrets out again. Looks like they're probably going to get this push, though. He probably just needs to back out here. he can get a free kill with this turret on the Luna Snow. That's awesome. So he's going to have to back out here, try to find a health pack, or hopefully one of his healers comes along. They have dead as well, but most of his team is dead at this point, so he's just going to need to back out here. Doesn't want to die. Once again, we don't want to stagger our death timers. We all want to be up at the same time. We don't want to go in one by one and die, because that's just going to give them a much easier time pushing. We want to wait for our team to be up, gather together, and then push out his 6. Looks like they know the Iron Fist is there. And that's always something to keep track of, right? If they have a lot of dive characters, always keeping your head on a swivel to the off angles, trying to figure out where these dive characters are is very, very important. Oh man, big shot on the Star-Lord there. So they should be able to push this fight now, or at the very least continue to take the walker, the payload here. What do we call this in Marvel Rivals? I mean, it's the payload in Overwatch, right? Convoy? Something like that. So 2 ults here, Iron Fist and Luna Snow on the enemy team here, so they got to back off. He does pop his ult there. Namor ult just so hard to land sometimes. Oh wow, that was some W heals right there. So he does get the kill on the Iron Fist, almost gets the kill on the Magic. Gonna have to line of sight the Star-Lord ult. Oh yeah, that was really close. So he's in the back line now. Throwing your turrets in the back line like that can be very effective at getting kills on squishies or supports. What is that Iron Fist doing? Looks like they're going to probably get this. Yeah, so they actually, that was a pretty successful push by them. So they have 140 left. That's a pretty decent amount of time. So they're definitely going to have to push pretty quickly here. So let's fast forward. Oop. I think when the round resets, it like resets the camera, which is weird. I don't know that I like that. So I like the Star-Lord's positioning there. So another good piece of high ground if you can get there. Ooh. Good shift there, getting the kill on the Iron Fist. So not afraid to take the Iron Fist on there and using his shift to basically keep himself safe while his turrets finish off. That's always something good to do when you're getting dope. Oh man, that Mantis was so close. You cannot wash your hands of Namor. So it looks like his team did manage to get the point though, although they're still contesting. Throwing his turrets out again off cooldown, right? You want to have all of that damage on the field as much as possible. So they should be able to get this point here. Luna Snow does ult. I don't know if that ult was necessary because they already had 2 down, but probably just safe to secure the point there. Chasing the magic here. Probably got the health pack. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, she did get the health pack. Wow, that sucks. So he probably should have had her there, but she ended up getting the health pack right at the last second before he was able to kill her. So that's unfortunate. Although he does spawn back near the convoy, walker, spider car thing, whatever we want to call it. And notice how he's not really targeting the tanks. Sometimes he does target Magneto when Magneto is low, but his target acquisition is generally going to be squishies, right? Supports, DPS. Those are the people you want to be shooting or tridenting in this point. The only time you really want to be shooting tanks is if you can put enough pressure on them to kill them, or potentially just to charge your ultimate if you have no one else to shoot. Oh man, missed that one too. Yeah, Namor's ult's just so hard to hit sometimes without some type of combo piece. Like a Groot ult, for example. And they don't really have an ultimate that really sticks people in place, right? I really like the placement of the turrets there on the wall. I think placing your turrets on the wall right there, all those weird angles, prevents people from just automatically killing them through spam. And it still gives them a good angle to shoot people at. So I really like the turret on the wall placement. So it looks like he's going to go take an off angle here, trying to sit up top, maybe get some picks. So he does see the Magneto up top. And if you saw, he immediately switched to the Iron Fist when the Iron Fist came into view, right? He was on the Magneto because Magneto was the only one to shoot, but once Iron Fist came into view, he switched to the Iron Fist. So his Luna has ulted. He probably wants to push up with her ult, staying in as much as he can. So the enemy Uno ulted did well. Dodging the enemy Namor ult there. And just making sure he has his turrets thrown out at all times, especially for their dive characters like Iron Fist, who's been a pretty big nuisance in this backline. Oh, good sedate there by the Manus. So the Manus got the sedate on the Iron Fist there to secure that kill. So they should be able to push this point now. So once again, like I said, right, once you get those kills, you want to try to push the fight, right? Get more kills, try to stagger more death timers. If you see in the top right here, Star-Lord died really far after that fight. So he's still in a death timer while all of his team is up, which gives the Namor team time to push basically for free because they're not going to contest with 5 people. Or they could contest with 5 people, but they'd be at a severe disadvantage. So usually in higher level play, you're not going to see players do that. Throwing his turrets on the wall there. Once again, I really like the positioning. And trying to right click. So he's going to shift out of that Magneto ult. I think that's very smart. Right clicking supports or carries to try to get his turrets to hit them and do more DPS to them. So he's a little bit exposed here. I think he wants to get back towards cover, although he is going to, looks like he's going to chase the Star-Lord. But instead decides to back off. I don't think Namor is the best at dueling, especially if you don't have your full turret. Ooh, good kill on the Star-Lord. That was a really risky ult by that Star-Lord. But that was great focus fire. So you basically have 2 decisions to make, right? When a Star-Lord or Punisher ults like that is, do you line of sight or do you try to focus them down? Focusing down that Star-Lord was really, really big.
Including which side you're on. They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong. The battle starts in 5.
And then they tried to focus down the Punisher. I think they did manage to get him down. He had to shift there to survive, basically. But that's always a call to make, right? Especially if you're doing voice comms, is when Star-Lord ults, if you can focus him down, great. If not, they're going to have to line of sight. So set up on this high ground again. I think this is a great high ground to be on once again. And then over on those brown boxes over there as well. So Star-Lord is contesting him here. He just wants to make sure he's always going to be in line of sight of his healers, though. So that means being on the edge. Ooh, they got the kill in the group. Very, very good kill there. Namor is behind them? What? Why is that Namor there? That's crazy. Did they portal? They don't have a strange. Interesting. I guess they were just flanking. So the enemy team is very staggered right now. Star-Lord's dead still. And then they just staggered the Mantis. So this is a great, great fight for them. The only thing that they don't want is to overheat, push too far, and then them get picked themselves. They just want to take, you know, high ground like this, some good positioning to defend. Good shift by him to survive there. And then once his healers healed him, you could see he canceled the shift prematurely there. The bubble. Bubble shift. I don't know what I should call it. I call it shift. I'll just call it bubble. I know not everyone's playing on PC. So that's an enemy Luna ult there. You're probably not going to be able to kill anyone in that enemy Luna ult. Trying to find people on the outside of that Luna ult, though, is where you can get kills. So trying to, you know, figure out outside of that circle, trying to do damage to those people. Good shift by him there. He gets healed up and he's going to break the bubble. Sorry. Good bubble. Namor ult doesn't get anyone. It looks like they basically cleaned up this fight. Oh, I think he thought he got the Mantis there, so he turned. That sucks. It looks like he assumed that he has shot hit, and then he went for the, or turned away from the Mantis, assuming his shot hit. So, and then he ended up dying. Unfortunate. So that was a really, really good hold by them. The enemy team to get any percentage. So as long as they push in here and they get one tick, then they win. Another thing you'll see high-level players do is that wall that he just went through, knocking down that wall so you don't have to go through that choke point on this map, I think is very, very important. So good thing for you guys to do. Namor versus Namor. Who's the better Namor? He's going to have to shift or bubble here. So he got healed up. Misses right click, though. Yeah, he's going to have to back off here. Looks like he is getting chased by the Venom. I don't think he has his bubble up either. So he's going to have to be really careful here. So his team does get wiped there.
Like the tide, Namor always rises again.
So once again, you know, when you guys get wiped, stand back, wait for everyone to be there so that you can all push again as 6. If you go in one by one, you're going to be dying. You're going to be delaying your push, wasting time, and maybe even dying. Oh, that was a really bad pick there. He got picked by the enemy Namor. That sucks.
Like the tide, Namor always rises again.
I suck. Down to 30 seconds.
So going for the Star-Lord over here. They're just going to have to wait for their Star-Lord to come back up. They just don't want to try to get picks without getting picked is basically what you want. So he does have his ult up now. A lot of ults are going to be coming out right now. Oh, man. Big ultimate. Wow. So I'm pretty sure he just comboed with his Groot ultimate, which was... That's how you hit Namor ultimates, right? You get that big combo with someone else like Groot. That might be game winning right there. So contesting the high ground, I think that's smart. Trying to go for the Luna over there. She was low. Did he... Oh, wow, they stepped off the point. GG. So that's an easy win for them. Really big Namor ult at the end there. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of Namor. I think he's very underrated right now. A to S tier hero. Easily puts out a ton of damage. You can see that Frenchcore did 30k damage here with 20 final hits. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. That helps me out so much. I'm going to be putting out a ton more replay reviews. And let me know down in the comments, what replay reviews do you want to see? Do you have a specific player that you want me to watch? Do you have a specific hero you want to see? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.